All right, boys, we going first in this game. WelderDactyl with the new rule changes, but it doesn't really matter whether we go first or second. Honestly, the deck still performs relatively the same regardless. In some matchups, you actually do want to go first. But I'm going to explain it real fast. Got that Pokémon Research Lab, which basically lets us search our deck for these bad boys, and then we're one welder and a hand attach away from always being able to hit for 180 damage, which is, to me, really good. But here we go. 3 mulligans. At least we're going first. Puts down 3 basics against us. So he's going to draw back up. And double fossil star. That's not really ideal. Alright, so here we go. We're going to Stadium Nav. Check to see if we can get a stadium. Ooh, no. Double tails. Got the Stellar Wish, though. And we do find the Research Lab. The problem is that I really would have loved that Fiery Flint, but beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. We'll take that. We'll drop the fossil just so we don't get benched out. I don't know if he can attack me or not turn 1, but I ain't gonna find out. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna hit the lab and then drop double Aerodactyl. Well, I mean, I guess he couldn't bench us out with the fossil because we're doing the thing anyway, but it's fine. Let's see. Garchomp Giratina is going to attach an energy. Going to replace that with the Martial Arts Dojo. Interesting. Mysterious Treasure gets rid of a Reset Stamp. Interesting that he grabs Miss Magius and he's not playing Dust Stones, but I mean, I'm not here to judge. Get attack for 40. Pass back to your boy, who unfortunately is kind of brick city right now. So we're gonna try to get another stadium out. There we go. We got our research lab. Play the board. Stellar Wish. Come on, give me no energy, eh? Here's the thing. I could either go for the Cynthia Caitlin, which is the safer play, or go for the Acro Bike, which is definitely not the safer play. 100% going for the not safe play. Gotta get Fiery Flint here, though. Didn't get it. Just unlucky. That's okay. At least we got Tag Call, so we can Cynthia Caitlin regardless. Do that. Hit the Cynthia Caitlin. Put a supporter in our hand. We happen to discard off the Acro Bike, so that's pretty convenient. Well, there's all our energy, so at least we got that set up for next turn. But unfortunately, it looks like Jirachi is about to take a fat L. Now, the thing is, the reason why I'm not messing with Dojo is because Dojo doesn't really make a difference in this matchup. He one-shots me regardless. Calamitous Slash one-shots me. Linear attack doesn't one-shot anything. So messing with Dojo doesn't matter. Even if we're behind, 80 damage doesn't do anything except for to a Jirachi that's active. And that's the only time I care about it. So I'm waiting for him to play if he's going to play a different stadium or not. Which I don't think he will. Go. Got that. Ooh, Heat Factory or an energy. Yeah. Well, the energy goes to the discard pile, so I can just grab Heat Factory. It's fine. Thing is, though, is I'm not going to play it. Same reason as before. What we're going to do here is I'm going to hit him with the Fossil Fangs, 180 damage. Hopefully he just stays active. And what he's going to do, he's going to knock me out. I'm going to take the knockout back. Now, I could play Giant Hearth. You're right in the chat there, boys. But I don't know. I find that you need to have the 4 Pokemon Research Lab otherwise, you just lose. You straight up lose if you miss Research Lab. And I just didn't feel comfortable cutting really anything else. I opted for Heat Factory. I find that the Fiery Flints are usually sufficient. But I probably could add one in there, maybe in place of the Reset Stamp, because I do only run the one Reset Stamp. And honestly, I very rarely see it. So, like, I don't see it enough, honestly, to justify it. So, I guess if you were to make a cut, that would be it. You cut the Reset Stamp, and you just don't worry about them mull drawing a bunch. Especially because you want to go second all the time, and then you can just add the Hearth in there. But here we go. He's gonna detach the energy as expected, so he's gonna hit me for 170 damage. He's gonna take his knockout. He's gonna take his prize, but we are gonna take our 3. Here we go. We got the Vitality Band 2, which I don't know if that actually helps with this matchup or not. I think, here we go, we're going to do that. Got our 3 energy. Now we're going to Welder. Right there. 1, 2. Draw 3 cards. All of them were energy. It's not what we were looking for. Now I'm going to play Heat Factory. And now I'm going to hope to draw into Aerodactyl. There we go. That is exactly what I was looking for. I'm going to play that. I don't know if I need the Vitality Band, but we're just going to play it just to make sure. Hit the Fossil Fangs, get the knockout. 180 damage. Take our 3 prizes, and now he's got to respond. Ooh, Aerodactyl, 2 Aerodactyl prize? Dang, that's unlucky. I think the other fossil's in the discard pile, yeah, so that's a little unfortunate. I'm gonna need to waste a turn to get my Aerodactyls back on board, which is unlucky. So he's going to do that. He's going to Mysterious Message. Put me down to 1 prize. Probably got Stamp as well. So he's likely going to Stamp me here. Ooh, Fiery Flint, I'll take that. Oh, wait, he has no energy on board. So I wonder how he's going to get this done. Like, unless he's got Fighting Energy or the Belt. Or unless he's got, like, an energy in the Belt or something. Or, I don't actually know. He can't knock me out because I resist. Well, he can't knock me out regardless, but either way, he can't knock me out here. Yeah, he's just gonna promote this and that's it. Or this, sorry, he's gonna promote. Well, I don't know why he did that then. Oh, whatever. I guess he run to burn the switch. Linear attack for 40. That's it, boys. All right, we are in a good position now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the Stadium Nav, double heads, didn't need it, just grab their lab. This is just to pull things out of my deck, because I want to draw a Great Catcher. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to play the Jirachi. I'm going to play the Escape Board. I'm going to do that. Get rid of that and lab. Grab all 4 of my energy there. Then I'm going to Heat Factory first. Not like it really matters. Draw 3 cards. There we go. Didn't quite get it, but I need a supporter. All right, so at least it's in the deck and we know it. See it there. So we're going to do that. Then I'm going to play Welder. Drop that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Draw 3 cards. There's the Great Catcher. So now we should have game next turn. But I want to use as many cards as possible because if he reset stamps me, I want him to like not. I want higher chances of drawing into my Great Catcher here. So I'm going to attach energy to... I'm going to attach energy to Jirachi just to make sure in case he's playing Absol. Then I'm going to play this Fiery Flint to get rid of 2 research labs. So I don't think I need them anymore. No more energy. That's good. It's A-okay. That's about as low as I could get my hand size there for that turn. So we're gonna do that. As long as he doesn't heal too much or whatever, we should be good. If he takes knockout, we take knockout. If GG ends, I'd take knockout. If he retreats, we got Great Catcher. We're in great position here, boys. Even if he double Great Potions, we hit for 190. So double Great Potion heals for 100, and then we'll hit him for 90 or 190. Oh, actually, it doesn't really matter. 180. It's either 180 or 190. So Vitality Band doesn't really make a difference. See that? He's just gonna retreat. He's gonna try to sit behind this, but we got the Great Catcher for game. Hurry up, man. You need to lose today, sir. Goose Mahala. What are you going to grab with this? Tool Energy Stadium. All right. So I guess he's just going to counter Stadium me. 1, 2, 3. Custom Catcher to draw more cards. He didn't get there, and we got game. And there you have it, boys. WelderDactyl, big old GG. Just as easy as you like. All right, boys, we are back with the deck list, the first deck list of the Sword and Shield 2020 format, where you're not allowed to play supporters on your turn 1. Let's get it started here with the 4 Aerodactyls, Fossil Fangs. If you don't have any Pokemon EX or GX on your bench, the attack does 90 more damage. And since you don't have any in our deck, it's always doing 180 damage. We got the 3 Jirachi with the Stellar Wish, best starting Pokemon in the entire game, and we have a 100% chance to start with it, so that's pretty broken in my opinion. Then we've got the 4 Acro Bike. You got to go fast. Got the 3 Fiery Flint. Searches out all of our energy to help power up the Aerodactyl. And you got the Welder engines. You got the Welders here as well as the Fire Crystals. Get it all back. You know, the math all makes sense here. It's 3 energy to attack. 3 energies back with Fire Crystal once someone knocks out an Aerodactyl. And it's 3 energy with Welder. If you do 2 Welder, you Welder 2 energy onto another Aerodactyl. And then you get hand attached to the 3rd. Like for the 3rd energy. Good to go. All the math is there. Got the 2 Great Catchers. Now this is a personal preference. I want to test playing 4 custom catchers, and if I were to do that, I want to get rid of these 2 Great Catchers, add the custom catchers here, get rid of the reset stamp, because honestly you're probably not going to find it if you mulligan 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and you can usually work through it. And then lastly, probably get rid of the Brock's Grit as well. Even though I personally like it, I'd find something else cut, like maybe an energy, or I just cut out the Vitality Bands, something like that. Then you got the 1 Ordinary Rod, got the 2 Pokégear, got the 1 Reset Stamp, which again, either way, whether I cut Great Catcher or not, I'm cutting Reset Stamp regardless. I don't find it to be useful in this deck, even though you'd think, hey, Derek, you know, you only got 3 basics, you're gonna be mulliganing a lot. But yeah, like I said before, you have a low chance of finding it at 1, and I think if you play any more than 1, then your consistency just goes down exponentially. So I would rather play another stadium here, and I'll play Giant Hearth just to make my Stadium Nav a little bit better in the mid game. Because the thing is, we play the 3 Stadium Nav, and we play the 4 Research Lab, and we play a whole bunch of consistency cards. We play the 2 Tag Calls to get 2 Cynthia Caitlins out of the deck, and of course to use them if we go second, because the deck completely folds on itself if you do not get this effect off here at the Pokemon Research Lab. Once during each player's turn, that player may search the deck for up to 2 Pokemon that evolve from Unidentified Fossil. You mean Aerodactyl right here. You put them on directly onto your bench, and if you do this, your turn ends. So just remember, your turn ends if you use this effect. So of course, you gotta do everything you can. Then of course you Jirachi with a smallish deck to try and then find a Stadium Nav or find a Pokemon Research Lab. And at any point you find those, you're good to go. You can just play normally. You also got the 1 Heat Factor just to help you draw cards in the mid to late game. You got the 2 Unidentified Fossils so that even if you can't find your Pokemon Research Lab, or, you know, you need a free retreater or something like that, Jirachi gets knocked out and you can put an Identified Fossil onto your bench. It counts as a basic, but not in your opening hand, so it still maintains the 100% consistency of opening with Jirachi, and I really like that. 1 Brock's Grit, again, you could probably play around with this. I personally like it because I find that I deck myself out more often than not, and having Brock's Grit there always just kind of helps me out. And also, you don't discard very often in this deck. As you can see, we're not playing Professor's Research because you don't need to. You know, you gotta play Welder every turn. So Professor's Research won't see any play in this deck, which means you're always able to hold on to Brock's Grit, or at the very least get it back with Cynthia Caitlin if you can. And same with the Ordinary Rod here. Got the Ordinary Rod so you can get stuff back into your deck. Again, saves you from decking out, and as well as, of course, more practical reason. More controlled way of getting your Aerodactyls back rather than just having to spam all your energy into the deck and kind of cutting on your consistency. As mentioned before, you got the 2 Cynthia Caitlins to pair with the 2 Tag Calls. You got the 4 Welders, so you got 6 uses of Welder. There's 6 prizes in a game, which gives you 6 potential uses of Aerodactyl. You see all the math, it all comes together. You got the 2 Escape Boards for 3 Jirachi, it's sufficient. You got the 2 Vitality Bands, gets you to 190, helps you with the math on certain things, namely, got the Victini V that people are playing in Centiscorch, as well as, of course, you're doing it with Zorora in the Pikarom matchup, which is actually a nightmare for this deck. So being able to take out Zorora for free, basically with the Great Catcher, is a really nice thing to have. And lastly, you've got the 13 Fire Energy. Letting me go, guys, what you think of the deck list in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video or any of our other videos, why not give us a sub? Follow us on Twitch as well, so you can see me play all of these lists and more live on Twitch. As well, of course, the deck list is in the description down below, as well as, of course, the link to our Twitch channel. So go ahead and over there, follow us as well. Until next time, boys, this has been Derek for Table 500, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.